Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome back to Strixhaven, a magical curriculum, magical multiverse. Sorry, it is a magical curriculum, but yeah, my bad. TM dirt. Yeah. So, welcome back. This is D&D Play 20, with an awesome crew, slash students. We are down 2 students today. They are, doing extracurriculars, and well, one of them is, and one of them is in detention. So that, I guess, that counts as a extracurricular activity. Forced extracurricular activity.
Forced.
Alright, we'll just before we get started, Peter is going to do the sponsor. So who's sponsoring us right now, Peter?
You're muted.
You're muted, Peter. Who's the sponsor?
Joke's on you. We don't have a sponsor yet this month.
That is true.
Because it's November now. We had one last month.
That's true. It's
Thought
November.
you were putting me on the spot, Mr. DM. Hey, guess what? We have our own merchandise store. You can visit our merchandise store and get some awesome stuff. I'm talking t-shirts. I'm talking sweatshirts. Winter's right around the corner. For some of you, it's already hit. But you can go there and you can pick up some beautiful, marvelous stuff. From kaiju stuff to our new logo, to all kinds of things. Our new logo that's not on this stream. So,
And I think
thank you.
As you can see, we're very good.
Some stuff's on
at
sale right
sponsoring
now
ourselves.
too for a bit.
And
yeah,
there will be a bunch of games recruiting very soon. There's always new games at the beginning of the year. There will be recruiting for a special New Year's stream very soon. There is a one-shot still with a place available. 2 one-shots with places available, I believe. So join our Discord and check it out.
yes, and the link to the Discord is coming up in chat right now. Thank you, Vagabunda.
I think it was
I think I beat you.
yeah, you beat me.
Oh,
But for some reason it didn't come up. We must have done it at the same time and it came up
so.
for one of us. Yeah.
so, but if you would like to sponsor, please contact us through Discord and we'll work something out with you. Last month's sponsor was awesome, ccg.com, which is cards, collectibles, and games. This month is open. They might return. I don't know. I haven't talked to our connection there yet. So,
Who
let's
knows?
rock, Mr. DM.
Let's rock. Alright, well, we can rock and roll, but first we need to introduce the students for those who are not familiar with them. And obviously, if you are, maybe they're some of your old favorites. So we will start with. Who wants to go first? First one to say me gets the default.
Me.
There you go. Go, Herbie.
Hi, I'm Herbie. Is this thing on? Can you hear me? I
Barely.
don't really understand technology. I'm just a simple little owlin. I like to heal people, and people think I get in too much trouble. But I'm really completely innocent. Truly. So please support me. And I'll pass it to Ash.
We haven't actually seen him heal anybody yet.
We've seen him almost kill someone.
He's talked a lot about it. We haven't actually seen it any. I am Brayden. I am playing Ash Blackfang, a mountain dwarf genie lock, who really just wants to be at school and ignore everybody that's there, which isn't working well.
And really, some could
That's
say
true.
that killing people is healing them of life.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. That,
Yeah, yeah. That
that's what we
checks
need to
out.
know, people. And I am playing. I can never. It's funny because I can never actually say what Kailani is, but as far as everyone knows, Kailani is a Triton, very nerdy, storm sorcerer who loves to study and has big goals and big aspirations, and has just started a business.
Yeah.
I guess that's it.
As you do.
One day I'll be able to introduce Kailani for what she really is, but until then.
One day she will be able to. Yes. That's true. Alright. Well,
And just to make people
That-
aware, I'm running tech today, so I'll be glancing left and right constantly.
I am not running tech today, but I will be glancing left and right constantly.
for a whole different reason.
Yeah, for that wannabe NASCAR program.
Alright, so moving on before a fight breaks out.
I actually like F1 better than
Cool.
NASCAR, but I like teasing Kailani more.
So moving on before a fight breaks out. Part 2. Again, being the magnanimous professor that I am, I will offer the students here a chance to do the recap for a student die. If they don't want to, I shall give it to myself. It'll be an inspiration.
I didn't
I'm-
write enough down.
Yeah, I'm actually not confident this time.
It's
I'm
been
actually
a
not
month,
confident this
Not
time.
confident enough.
and the last time all my notes were just basically what my character did, which
Yeah.
was basically read.
Yeah.
So that's my notes.
Well, we could say what our characters did. I was in timeout the whole session. There.
And what did you do while you were in timeout there?
yeah.
Kirby?
All right, so we can do that. We can have everyone chime in. I guess I'll do an overview of what happened.
I
and then you
remember
guys
we
can chime
started in the tavern, and
Yeah.
Mr. Quinty Dickus decided to be rude to us. I know his name is Quintilius. What was it? Something Melentor the Third. But I call him Quinty
This
Dickus.
is for the viewers. Let's bring that
And
up.
what is his middle name? Antifian.
Antiphian.
Antifian Melentor the Third. So yeah, Quinty Dickus. And he decided to be rude, and we didn't like it, so we taught him a lesson. He tried to hurt me and failed, and I basically took him out of the tavern, and it was more of a humiliation rather than like a combat.
No, it was a
And
bar
then-
brawl.
Yeah, it was
I'd say a bar brawl.
a bar brawl. And we then kind of ended up retiring to our rooms, and as drunk as we were, and
I believe you helped your lovely friends get back to their dorm. Mina,
Yeah,
I
I
believe, was
believe-
quite out of it.
yeah, who was out of it again? Mina.
Mina. And
Right.
Lena. But Mina was worse.
Yeah, and we went back, and then we rested, and then in the morning, Herbie had detention bug. Ash, I don't remember. Were you just writing, weren't you?
So for the most part, I informed you and Simon about the lockdown that might happen and whether.
Oh yeah. You spoke to us about the lockdown,
I
and I
did.
told you.
You guys.
I told you what happened as well.
Yeah, and you informed Ash about what you found out about the ooze that was creating all the mimics.
Yeah.
Ash got his new Book of Shadows and started looking through it and practicing what he learned from it. He finished one of the books he was copying and started a new one.
Right. And then I remember that Kailani and Simon were distributing. Kailani was distributing potions that to get rid of the hangover, like of lesser restoration,
Mm-hmm.
antitoxins, to the people that
Needed it.
needed it, and Simon was doing the same thing but giving everybody coffee.
Yeah. I think that was pretty much it.
And then actually,
Mhm.
then
Did you guys go somewhere else?
no, it was
Detention bug.
detention bog. Yeah, during the detention bog, uh Herbie was causing trouble because he was arguing whether he should be in detention bog, why
Right.
Ash wasn't in it, and
Yeah.
why this was unfair, and he was causing a lot of problems for um the poor professor. I think he was a pledge mate, I think, that was taking care of the detention bog. There was a few students there, like for uh for creating something that shouldn't be, or summoning something by mistake. One of them was there going through because they had been in the library in the forbidden section and stuff like that. And Herbie ended up taking care, finally agreeing after a lot of complaints to take care of his responsibilities in the detention bog. And Professor Greencrest and the disciplinary professor came to see Kailani about Quintilius, and they found, and Kailani just kind of described her own version of what happened and allowed Professor Greencrest to see her mind. And Professor Greencrest realized that Quintidicus had modified memory and to try and deceive her, but she caught on to it and she wasn't pleased. And he was the one that was going to be disciplined. And Kailani kind of told Quintidicus he made an enemy that day. And before going with Simon and Grayson to Mina to make sure she was not hungover and she was okay. And then Herbie was coming out of detention bog, and that was that creepy voice that kind of made a deal with him, right?
I don't recall.
All right. So, yes, you can pick. You can pick a D4,
I believe.
but
I
will
think
add,
Ash also helped, so
Yeah. So I will add. I will fill in the gaps. So
I
in
said I
detention
was in
bog-
detention. That helped.
And I don't remember. Did we have Dave last session? Was Merton with us?
no, Merton
No, I didn't
wasn't
think so.
with us.
Merton,
No.
Merton was
That's
feeling
right.
a little
I think-
out of it.
Right.
Yeah, he was.
I gave him
resting.
some food. That's what it was.
Yeah, you gave him some food
So,
and
Everyone was
Herbie-
coffee and antitoxin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Herbie reported to the detention bog that was being run by a fairly new staff member known as Archimenexus, this really peppy half-orc professor who had taken charge of it and had some students volunteer as like detention monitors, among them being Kailani's rival. I say that lightly because so far it's been kind of one-sided. Lorene Neza.
I thought she
who
summoned. I
took
thought she
charge-
summoned the water weird. I thought she was in detention.
No, that wasn't her. Well, you getting the timelines are getting mixed up, Kailani. In this case, it was Talana. So Talana
And Melwithorn.
and Melwithorn. Adorable. Melwithorn had been caught basically creating a new kind of hybrid creature for mass producing mascots. And Tilana had been caught in an area of the Bibliohex we not supposed to be. At least not, of her, of her year. So along with that, I believe Lorene took charge of Herbie personally, with Archimenexus assigning him to her. And they just got a duty with just moving supplies around in the bog, basically. And Herbie, being Herbie, try to lead a revolution, try to like rally the masses against the establishment, against the institution, with very little success. But it's Herbie. He had to try. He eventually did, against his will, very resentfully, dragging his feet, did the tasks assigned to him. Lorene informed him that before he was finished, that Professor Menexis had asked her to ask Herbie if he could do them one last favor before he went, which was to go back towards Witherbloom and go towards Wintershin Hall, and from there go to the bayou from there. However, as Herbie again begrudgingly thought about doing this, Lorene brushed past him, and as she did so, Herbie felt something cold and smooth brush up against him, and he felt this very hateful presence take a hold of him. These hateful thoughts, this croaky voice that was so full of spite beguiled Herbie, making him his puppet, or at least an extension of himself. I do believe that's where we left off, if I am mistaken.
Yep, sounds right.
Thanks for everyone contributing. Yes, so
the devil made me do it.
We're gonna so we're gonna have a roll up between Herbie and Ash to see who goes first. Kailani is doing a project right now, so she will go last.
Initiative, I would assume.
Initiative, yes.
18.
Nice.
Yeah, beat that.
He did.
He
Yeah, I see that.
Wholeheartedly beat that. I did like the spirit of it though. Beat that! As you rolls with 15. All good. Alright, so moving away from Witherbloom and Wintershin Hall and the bog, Ash, what are you doing right now?
Well,
I believe you had gone to bed, right? You had gone to bed after you did your walkabout.
We did everything, yeah. Because if we're at night,
Yeah.
I can't remember what time it was when we ended.
Morning. It was morning. It was like mid-morning.
And that was still on the Saturday or the Sunday?
Saturday.
So we're still on the Saturday afternoon. Okay. Yeah, he would have still been. Yeah, he just started a new book. So I'm going to assume he's probably going to not want to start it yet. He'd probably need to get up and walk around a little bit more of the school. He still hasn't learned all that he wants to do. He still needs to go back to... he ordered a couple scrolls, I believe. And he still needed to find a jeweler to make him a small box.
You did.
Yeah.
Before we proceed with that, what was the book you just finished, Ash?
I finished Mordekainen's book on races and homeworlds.
Oh.
And he's now starting the book on laws and economy structures on different types of worlds.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice. I would say you can add, every time you make a roll pertaining to, let's say, different races. What was the other subject, sorry?
The first book was the book on races and homeworlds.
Homeworlds. Right,
Homeworlds.
So anything pertaining to the races or the homeworlds, which would be like, I guess, like a history, arcana, depending on what you're trying to recall, you can do so with advantage.
Cool.
And if you keep studying those subjects, it will eventually lead to proficiency.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
those
Eventually, he's gonna have the keen mind feed anyway, so he's gonna remember everything.
All right. All good. Yes. So just make note of that.
Cool.
And you okay? So what would you like to do first? Would you like to go see if your scrolls are ready, or would you like to go and
probably put in an order for a little jewel box first, because I'm pretty sure the scroll was going to take a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. So you're gonna make your way to the Biblioplex to see
I think it was in Prismari. I think we said
Prismari.
was
Oh,
the
you're going to
jeweler.
the jewelry.
Yeah, the jeweler first.
Oh, that's right. He
Yeah.
he recommended you to go to Prismari.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Old linguist. All right. Yeah. So you may certainly go off on your way to Prismari.
Yeah. I just want to make a little have someone craft a little box made out of lead to put his ring in.
All right. Sounds good. I'm just going to bring that up for everyone to see. That's not what I wanted. There it is. So Ash heads towards Art Central, basically, of Strixhaven.
Yep.
All right. So
We'll be there a lot.
All right. So let's take a look at who you may see there. All right. So you make your way to Prismari. Do you take the carriages? Do you walk?
For the most part, he's gonna always walk.
Okay. Oh yeah,
Yep.
taking the sights.
Yeah, taking the sights, and just he'd rather be by himself and not in a group with a lot of people in a carriage.
As people can tell, I don't know if they've picked up just yet, but Ash does like his own space.
Sure does. He has a goal, and people get in the way. For now.
All right. Okay. So yeah, you make your way towards Prismari. It takes you about, I believe it was half an hour on foot.
Yeah, pretty much. I think from the Roblox we're half hour each way.
Yeah. So you're on foot. Takes you a while to get to Prismari. However, as we all know, enjoy the walk. You actually make your way up this rocky spires, up the walkway basically towards Conduit Hall, to look for anyone that may assist you. Perhaps from there, make your way to the Opus Walk, which is known for its where hundreds of Prismari creations are displayed along like a path that kind of winds to the central campus buildings. You know, sky's the limit. I would say that you are now arriving at Conduit Hall, the towering structure that's in with a glass end observation area at the top. You see the constantly changing strands of elemental energy encircling the structure as you draw near. What would you like to do?
Find any jeweler, any sort of craftsman. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you make your way forward. Okay. Roll me D100. Actually, D12. And then we'll go for the D100.
We got a 6.
6. Okay. You walk towards the structures and looking for your jeweler, and you see on basically at the base of Conduit Hall various Prismari pledge majors, professors, students go to and from. And one of the ones that catches your eye the most is this Genasi. You assume as a Genasi, you just read about them. It looks like him. It looks like a Genasi. It has that blue complexion, He's got watery like seaweed like hair, and he seems to be using his innate ability with with water to create these beautiful ice sculptures. Like he's like crafting ice and cold sculptures. And as you see him do that, you kind of like, oh, that's good. That's not really what I'm looking for. You notice that he's also seems to be, aside from sculpting, he seems to be creating like little almost trinkets, but like out of ice. You know,
Okay.
like he's kind of creating
Yeah.
like little baubles, and a lot of some people are like kind of like paying attention to him. Some are kind of like walking past him, like they've seen it 100 times before. What do you do?
Um, is there anything near me, like blacksmith shop or anything, to Ash that wouldn't be? I need someone who can work with lead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you look around, in the immediate vicinity, there is no blacksmith shops that you can see. But
Okay. If there's
campus is big.
nothing I can see, then I'd probably go up to someone who looks like they'd know where I need to go.
All right.
So if he's creating a bunch of stuff, he'd probably have an idea of
Yeah, he's
where I
just
can
like
go.
in the middle of his own,
Yeah.
in the middle of his own world. Like he's so focused. Like, you know, when artists are so in the Zen mode, they're kind of just like so focused, and some people like oh,
Yep.
you don't care. This is not what you came for.
Not really, no.
No. So we're gonna roll now. You can roll me D100.
Sure. That button there. 43.
43. Okay. And then roll me a D4.
Nice simple D4. We got a 2.
Got a 2. All right, so as you kind of go forth, would you say you'd be heading into Conjured Hall or to look for someone that may know the lay of the land, or away from Conjured Hall?
This is... I've been here before because this is where I placed an order with my scroll.
Yes.
If I couldn't find anything that I really that would work for me, I'd probably just go back there instead, because he'd probably be able to tell me where to go to.
Okay.
Yeah, if I can't find anything in my immediate area, because I've walked this before, so if I haven't actually seen it, then I'd probably go somewhere that I know that I've been.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I'm just trying to think. The scrolls did you order those from Lundquist, or did you place the order here in Prismari? I think
I'm pretty sure I placed the order here.
Okay. That's okay. Just verifying things.
Yeah, I can't. I don't remember if I actually wrote down where I ordered them, but I thought I was
go
in
ahead.
Prismari.
I think Lundquist referred you for the jewelry.
He might have.
He might have been getting the scrolls for you.
Okay, that
I'll
might
just
have been
double check with your notes. That's what I recall. But you did come here and you did have a good look around.
I think that was back in like session 7.
It's all good. Just want to make sure we both have the same.
For the scrolls with Looncore. Yep.
Yep. Okay. All good.
Nope. Sorry. Zelinquist. At the Zelinquist Emporium. Yeah. 75 gold for my scroll. Yep.
Yeah. No worries. Yeah. So it's fun. So for now, we could say that you'd be looking for, since you're here in Prismari, you'd be looking for that the jewelry. For all the materials you'll need for it.
Yep.
And as you kind of looking around through the throng of all the Prismari staff and students and sculptors, painters, you do catch the eye of a certain professor of expression. She kind of like she notices that you're kind of like looking around, and she kind of draws closer, and she kind of stands out. Again, it's a day for Genasi. Uh, she approaches you, and like she sees your expression, and she goes, "Wonderful day, is it not, for art? Is it?" And she just leans over you. "Are you looking for something,
Jeweler, actually.
young man?"
Yeah. I see, was she the
Jeweler.
one that was doing everything that I seen while I was walking in with the water sculpting?
No,
Okay, someone else. Okay.
actually, it's a different Genasi.
Okay.
For above table for everyone, this is Nasari, the Dean of Expression. She's one of
Cool.
the two of the main deans of Prismari.
Ah,
Quite
okay.
often at loggerheads with her counterpart, Ubilda Miscoiler. The Dean of Perfection, I believe. So she kind of looks and she goes, "Jewelry." She goes, "I think I can help you with that, young man." She goes,
Well,
"What
that'd be
is your
great, thank you.
name?" She's very like flares up with like fire around her.
Ash. Pleasure.
Apt name. When I say Ash, and she lights up
Mhm.
a hand in a small blaze. Right, so I can definitely help. So, but what kind of jewelry? Glass jewelry or?
No, I'm looking for someone who can work with molten lead.
Hmm,
It's just to create something fun. Nothing major.
lead. Okay. Wait right there. And you see she turns away and she kind of
Thank
does
you.
like this exaggerated kind of stride across the hall. She strides off to see if she can find you someone. Uh, what would you like to do in the meantime? Just
If she
wait
told
around?
me to wait, I would definitely wait. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Just so she can find me again. If I wander off, she might not be able to find me.
Yeah, that could happen actually.
Mhm.
You good point. All right. So yeah, she goes off. Maybe let's roll. Let's roll a d10. Yeah. About 4 minutes goes past, and she comes back in tow with uh, what seems to be another Genasi. She kind of strides forward and she goes, "Well, I think I may have found someone that may suit your taste, young man, for
Oh,
expression."
I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's okay. Uh, they are well professed in the arts of crafting. She kind of like the other Genasi, another fire Genasi,
Hmm.
younger, a little less, perhaps a little flamboyant, but obviously of the same cut as his mentor.
Hmm.
He kind of does like a little bow to you, and is wearing the Prismari colors. He kind of does. Yeah, he steps forward. He goes, "So, um, I hear you looking for someone that can help you forge or make like use jewelry,
Yeah.
forge jewelry."
I'm really only looking for just something small. I'm looking for just like just a standard ring box that I could put a ring in, but I want it made out of lead. I've been learning
Right.
a whole bunch of stuff about how you can not detect magic through lead. I just want to test it out.
Certainly. And she kind of does like a little like a bow. I here have, and he kind of reaches into this pouch at his belt, and he kind of seems to put his whole hand in there, and it keeps going down to
Hmm.
about his forearm, and then he kind of pulls out materials, which I believe are the materials you like. Just lead. He's like the different kind of ingots in there. He goes, anything in particular, actually, that you were looking for?
Nothing major, no. Just standard lead, nothing else in it. That'd be great.
All right. He sticks his hand in again, and he pulls out like a bar of lead. He goes, "Here you go." He kind of just hands it to you.
This'll work, thank you. I appreciate it. How much?
He nods. He looks at Vilda. He goes, "Darling, here at Prismari, we don't put a price on art." She goes, "Please, express yourself as beautifully as you can. Go forth." She kind of like does like a dramatic flourish.
Okay. Well,
The other Genasi apprentice kind of like does like a bashful smile. He goes, "Yeah, it's free of charge. It's fine.
all right.
On us."
Thank you. I appreciate it.
He does like a little bow, and she does like a wild flourish of fire as like, the rings around her. She goes, "Go forth, my young apprentice. Go forth."
Perfect.
He gives you like this bashful look, kind of go with it kind of look. Again, he goes, "If you need any help with the making of it, I would be happy to help."
That would be great. Yes. Thank you. I'm not great with certain things. And this is
Yes,
one that I'd probably screw up.
Sorry, I got a bit of something here. Like, Professor's kind of putting me on. Yes, if you need assistance, either look for Dean Vilda, Veralda, sorry, or myself. I am Fletch Mage Arden, and I'd be happy to
Pleasure.
help you with that.
Sure. Yeah.
Pleasure's all mine, fellow craftsman.
What was his name? Arden?
Arden, yeah. Arden.
Yeah, if possible, I'd want him to make it for me. Because this is not something Ash is good at.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I was saying the wrong Dean's name. It's
Yeah,
Nasari. Dean Nasari, yeah.
Sorry.
Uvilda is her counterpart. All right. So did you want to commission then from him, or did you want to go try and do it yourself for a bit?
No, I'd definitely get a commission.
All right.
Yeah.
So he gladly accepts.
Perfect.
Because when do you need it by?
Oh, no rush at all. Whenever you have time.
All right. Kenny, do you have anything in mind? Do you have any like schematics or any directions that you wish me to
I'm just
follow?
gonna hold up my ring and it's like, as long as it'll cover this.
That should be easy enough. Give me kind of like thinks about it for a moment. Just give me maybe a few days.
Okay.
To make sure it's probably be done way before then. But I'll. What is your name? Ash? Was it?
Ash Blackfang. Yes. First year.
All right. First year. Oh, so you're in the student commons. All right. Yeah, I know where to find you. No worries.
Perfect.
I'll get back to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No, pleasure's all mine. Kind of this little bow. This wavy hair, like fiery hair, kind of like crackling with delight as he is happy, not only happy but delighted to help a fellow craftsman. You feel like this is his calling. He has no problem undertaking this.
That's the important part.
All right.
As long as he's happy, I'm happy.
Okay. All right. So, would you say after this you would head off back to the biblioplex?
Yeah, or to see if my scroll's ready. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, because I was only told. I was told. Yeah, that it was only going to be a couple days, and that would be pretty much now.
Okay.
Because that would have been on I think Wednesday.
Yeah. So you head back towards the biblioplex again, uneventful. Again, you leave the Opus Walk. You leave Conduit Hall, make you walk back the way you came, and you arrive back at the Biblioplex.
Mhm.
And you head towards Lindquist's Magical Emporium. Let me just bring up Biblioplex. That's fine. Yeah, and lucky for you, he does open on Saturdays, but a little bit later. So you come back.
I would probably
he's
just sit
there.
and wait.
And
I'd probably
there's a few...
just sit and copy my new book while I was waiting. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's being productive.
Yeah, so you see that he seems, as you're kind of waiting, he was talking to what seems to be this tall Alan student, kind of like very animated about something or the other, and
Yeah.
like the student who above table, I don't know if you would know him, but everyone else is Chavanash. It's the bartender basically from the other
No
night.
bartender.
Kind of having like a talk with him. You feel like he's trying to ply him with some sort of item or something. You kind of just not paying really a lot of attention. You hear Javanash at the end of it go, Mr. Lundquist, I just came here for an extra uniform. I just need it because I got some spilt the other night and it's not coming off even with prestidigitation. I really don't need the, like, he just kind of cuts off. Ridiculous, my boy. Why have one robe when you can have the, and he's just like plying different things. So, Mr. Lundquist, I'm good. He kind of like fluffs his feathers and kind of like walks out before Mr. Lundquist can keep plying him for money. So
Who's this
yeah,
student?
no one else. Sorry,
Who was this student?
your bartender, your friendly local bartender.
Oh, Javanash, right.
Javanash, yeah. Kind of walks out in a hurry. Looks at you like with that kind of like good luck kind of like nod, like just like strides out. You may go up to the counter.
Perfect.
Yes, you regret it, my boy. You can never have enough.
Good afternoon, Lindquist. How are you today?
Hello, my friend. How can I help you today?
Just wondering if you had my scroll ready by chance.
Your scroll.
Scroll. I even paid for it.
You did you?
Sure did.
He kind of like strokes his chin. Oh yes! He kind of like goes and he flicks his hand and like this tome magically appears in midair, floating, opens up, pages opening impossibly fast, and he stops it and right. Ash Blackfang, correct?
Correct.
Yes. I do have your scrolls, my dear sir. 1 second. And he kind of like steps around the counter, goes towards the back, where you see like different paraphernalia that he's got behind the counter. And he kind of like rifles through them. Here. Scrolls. And he opens it. It's like a filing cabinet that opens, but the key opens, impossibly long. And he goes, stop. And he kind of like rifles through, counting it. And he kind of picks out the scrolls. Here you go. And he kind of like plonks them on the counter and push them towards you.
Perfect.
They are in beautifully embossed, I guess you could say, scroll cases.
Okay.
And kind of like push them towards you. Flamboyant ribbons, kind of like, holding them together. Yes, there you go. I hope they are to your satisfaction. Again, Lundquist aims to please.
I appreciate it. Yeah. When I need something else, I will definitely come back.
Can I interest you before you go? And you notice that he still has the item that he was trying to apply Jabadash. It's like basically a decanter of sorts. And he goes, may I introduce you, if I can get your interest for a second, who could not go without a decanter of endless water? Like, as a bartender, I would think you would need it. How would you like it? On the half, like, half price. He kind of just like tries to like fly it on you.
Is Lundquist trying to sell my favorite item to somebody else? He's gonna have a problem.
He was already trying to sell it to someone else.
What is the half price?
He goes, he kind of leans in. He goes, for you, my dear Ash, I could do a special sort of price. How would you like to go for? He kind of has to check his ledger for a bit.
Mhm.
1 second. Feel free to browse for while I look into it. Actually,
Okay.
this is your either you stay or you can just like slip out while he checks.
No,
his
I'm
prices.
okay. Well, yep.
You're okay with it? All right.
I'm okay.
You had your chance to escape. All right. Yeah,
Depends on the price. I am okay.
Yeah, all good. So he goes through it. Yeah, so he's ledger. Yeah, he was so busy trying to apply it on someone that he almost forgot how much it is. So for you, 150.
And that's half price?
Yes. Fantastic, is it not? But worry not. It is bound to bring you endless joy. Who doesn't like
Well,
a
it'd actually just bring me endless water, which isn't really joyful.
My boy,
but...
think of all the opportunities you could have with it. Be creative.
Well, there is lots of opportunities. I understand that. How about 75? And I'm going to pull out some of the very, very nice alcohol that I got from my tiki bar. And
he looks around like to make sure no one else is in the store.
And give him
very loudly. He goes, I say that's not usually that is no, my dear boy. No, we don't trade in that.
One of these is kind of magical.
He leans in. He goes, "What is that?" He's very curious.
It's a alcoholic health potion. Gets you a little fun and heals you at the same time. And it's got a little bit of rum in it.
He goes, no, I don't think we'll have that today. And then he leans and goes, how much are we going for? It's like, what kind of alcohol is it?
Well, it's coconut rum and a lot of stuff. It's old.
Fantastic.
It's 400 years old.
Yeah, out loud, he goes, no, my boy, I don't think we'll be doing business today. And he goes, all right. Okay, let me think about it. Persuasion check with advantage.
Sure.
Wait.
17 or 21? 21.
21. Nice. He goes, deal. He kind of just like pushes the decanter towards you.
Perfect.
And he takes the goods, basically.
Perfect. I appreciate your business.
I do, because if you have anyone else interested in said products, and he actually shows that he actually does, he comes from under the counter, he's got another one. Because I may have placed more orders of this than I thought.
That's
if
okay.
Anyone else that could use one, send them my way.
I will definitely.
All right. All the best, my boy. Sorry we couldn't do business today.
That's okay. I'll come back later.
There's no one there. He goes, all right, I'm sorry, but, rules are rules and whatnot.
Yep, that's fine.
Just thank you very much.
Fair man. Yeah, pleasure.
All right. And with that, we shall, unless there was anything else you wanted to do.
Nope, that is good.
We will focus back on Herbster.
Perfect.
All right, so zooming away from a completely legal and fine transaction, Herbie.
Yes.
How are you feeling? Now, you are still back, I would say, though this is happening with Ash. You would be making your way to the Swampy Bayou, which was what you were instructed to do. However, it's not so much that you have no control. It's more like, think of it like above table, more like a suggestion spell. You're under like that kind of effect. You're not dominated, you're not enslaved, you're not ensorcelled, you are just taking a very reasonable request. So, on your way there, you may undertake whatever you want to do.
Well, I'm gonna fly there.
Alright.
and I will. Yeah, I'll just go directly there.
Alright. All good. So we head
And if it's the
towards-
death of me, so be it. Death is healing.
Death is healing. On your way there, roll me a D100.
Where is he going?
He is going towards back to Windishin Hall, but he was instructed to go to
The marsh.
the bayou, basically.
Oh yeah, because the creepy voice. Yeah.
The creepy voice told him that he should go there. Suggested it to him, more like
57.
57. Excellent. I like it when the rolls go with what I want to happen.
Oh no.
So on your way up through the wooden walkways of Witherbloom, Herbie, you basically... Let me just bring up an image for all the viewers. You basically almost run headfirst into this tall-footed figure that seems to have... I would say you're basically on your, you kind of reach Windishin Hall and you're kind of making your way away from there towards the bayou. I'll bring up a map so everyone kind of orient themselves a little bit. Right there. Let's say... Let's say you are... about... I may have zoomed in a bit too much. Apologies. You are about here. If anyone can see where I'm thinking.
Okay.
You made your way back to Wilbert Hall. And the cloaked figure that you bump into almost absentmindedly in your way kind of looks down at you. Beneath, all you see is this pale kind of smile and a toothy grin.
In the wood, or
No, it's not in the wood, like in an actual person. You bumped into someone. I will show you who you bumped into as well. Unless it's you want me to... Oh, no, there we go.
this is a big map.
There's a big map.
Yeah, I'm just zooming in on your character. It's like, this is a big map.
Yeah.
You see Valentine Dina the Root smiles down on you. He's my boy. You're in such a hurry. What do you seem the utmost urgency? Can I help you? He looks at you.
I don't know. I just felt compelled to come here.
Oh. He kind of, as you say that, he smells the air around you. He goes, there's something about you, my boy. You smell different.
Oh,
You
sorry,
have a
I ate
certain
onions.
aura to you. He kind of, as you say onions, he kind of like leans back a bit. You are on your way where? Exactly.
Oh, here, I guess? I don't really know. I'm a little confused.
Here. As you say here, I'm a little confused. That croaky voice at the back of your head goes, Bayou. In the bayou, go to the bayou.
Oh, I'm on my way to the bayou. Yes, the bayou. Bayou.
Oh. He goes, interesting. What business do you have in the bayou?
Um, what interest?
It's tail the old battle axe. It's for educational purposes.
It's for educational purposes, old battle axe.
He goes, "You are an idiot."
I'm gonna spit my
No,
drink out
don't
on
say
that
that
one.
to him.
It tries in case you got to repeat that.
I meant you. You are an idiot.
You see, Valentine is looking at you curiously because you just told him a battle axe and he's not sure what to do with that.
Can you tell me which way to the bayou?
Kind of smiles at you, a little bemused, and points to the basically northwest.
Okay, thank you very much.
He goes,
And he almost says, bye, idiot, but he stops himself.
Peter wants to be expelled from Strixhaven. Sorry, Herbie.
He's lucky he already hasn't been.
Yeah, that's probably true. Hey, my
To
token's
be
already
fair,
here.
this time is not entirely his fault, but
No,
It's
isn't
never his fault.
really his fault. Yeah.
I
So
mean, come on.
I'll show you where you are now, Herbie. So this is the overall map of Witherbloom. So northwest, it's more north. Yeah, so it's from where you were. Yeah, you kind of goes northwest, and it like the arches kind of like arc back towards the northeast. You are heading in towards the bayou, or known as the Sedgemoor, just up here.
I'm sorry, what was that last sentence you said?
You're heading up the arches, the treetops, towards this area over here.
Okay, I will fly over there.
Sedgemoor.
Woo, 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 woo. All right, I'm there.
Alright. I'm there. Yeah.
Hello.
So
Hello?
you find yourself in the fetid bog known as the Sedgemoor. As you land down, you kind of make it down the rickety wooden walkway or stairs that kind of lead down into the Sedgemoor itself. You hear that croaky voice go,
"Time to make yourself useful, my friend. Go onwards."
Where to now?
I shall tell you if you're going the right way.
Why are you in my head?
doesn't answer.
My head will turn to look around, all the way around, do a 360, and then go back.
Swivels.
Say, I don't know where I'm going. Whoa, it's dark in here.
Yes, it is a little bit dark. Let me just clear that up for you real quick.
I'm blind. Oh,
So,
this doesn't look good.
Herbster,
I'm
please
guessing
drag
I'm.
your token down here.
Okay. It might need resizing.
That's okay. It's a big place. Yeah. So you find yourself moving in towards the Sedgemoor itself. The voice is
Just a little further. Yes. Yes, this way.
and it kind of like it's like a compass. Like every time you turn in a direction, you feel that like a sense of coldness, and then as you kind of keep turning, you feel warmth. And it's kind of like a compass. It's kind of like orientating you to go the right way. In this direction. Up here.
I'll
Yeah.
fly over there, but I will hover over the water there. I won't land in it.
Yeah, the bog. Yeah, no, that's all good. You fly over to where your benefactor, or your new friend, is urging you. As you fly over the bog, and with all the sounds of it around you, as you approach the area that so beautifully wants you to take a look at for him as a favor, you land down basically near this what seems to be like this spring. You see a steady burbling flow of water kind of disturbs the surface of the swamp, just to the north of this small, it's like a little small island with like around, like that's kind of like got the spring. You land down and he goes,
Ah, so close. Go. Just a little further, my little friend.
Can you ping where I should be?
yeah.
Oh, that's a lot further. Okay. Is that it?
Yes. As you make your way forward, you
Hello.
hear the sound of the spring burbling, and as you move forward, the muddy waters suddenly like spray upwards, and this giant amber scorpion rises out of the water. Hisses on its scorpion. Its tail, its barbed tail, kind of like flicks up. Oops. And it kind of like rears forward to attack. However, before you can do anything or react, even before the scorpion can think of moving, he goes. You hear the voice in your head go,
Worry not, my little friend.
and there's this. You feel like this coldness run down your body, and the scorpion kind of like stops. As it reaches towards you with one of its large claws, it stops, and you feel its aura of dread just like washes out, and it kind of like scuttles back away from you uncertainly, and digs back into the water, like kind of like, and the mud like kicks up, and it just kind of like burrows under again, disappearing from sight.
Scaredy cat.
You did well getting there, because I look after my followers.
Who are you?
Proceed. Proceed.
It doesn't talk.
Who are you?
We are friends now, Herbie. We are friends. Keep going.
I know the names
His
of my
croaky voice.
friends.
Croaky, raspy voice just urging you forward.
Fine.
That is
Just
for
like
a
all my other
different
friends.
time.
Oh. My Mama Hoot told me never go with strangers, and if I don't know your name, you are a stranger.
Bit late for that, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm warning you, if you mean me harm, I will hurt you.
Yes, I will not harm you. You are going to help me, your friends now.
Okay.
Hurry. Stop a moment and listen. Listen for me.
I'm not real good at that, but okay.
As you do, like as you take a moment, you actually hear the sound of the running water.
It's follow the sound. For me.
Am I supposed to actually be hearing water right now?
Yes. Oh, no, well, not right now, but Herbie's hearing water right now.
Oh, okay. Thought maybe you had some sound going through that I wasn't hearing. Okay.
No. Okay.
Where do I go?
You kind of stop and listen like he instructed you, and you feel like it's coming from somewhere over here. As you approach, you quickly find what seems to be like a burrow, basically, of sorts. Like it almost seems to be the same size of that scorpion that burrowed out and almost attacked you. It's like a narrow little tunnel that seems to go like dips down into this small island and kind of just goes down. And you hear the sound of running water coming from there. A lot louder.
I don't want to go down in that hole. It's dark and it's tiny in there. And I can't fly free. I don't like small places, dark places. Please don't make me go down in that hole.
You hear.
Yes. Herbie. It's alright, I'm here with you.
Yeah.
I just need you to do something for me.
The
Real
voice
quick,
with
and
no
then you
name
can
is
leave.
here with me. Yeah, that's great. You're not even holding my hand. I don't want to go down there. You're going to have to roll persuasion here.
Or you going to have to roll another wisdom save.
How about? Yeah, I was gonna say. How about you roll me a wisdom save?
15.
15. Is not enough, I believe. Let me just check. Don't think it is. Nope. I was right. He goes,
Herbie, please do this for me, and I will call this the favor you owe me. Just
Is
a
this-
small favor.
Is this hole big enough to fit a medium or a large size creature?
large. Medium to large, yeah.
Okay. Herbie's going to stare down the hole, and he's going to jerk real suddenly, and he's going to start stretching his neck, and his arms are going to stretch out, and his hands are becoming more claw-like, and he's going to transform into an owlbear.
Ooh.
And
Love
then
that.
he will go down in there.
Okay. So you make your way. Actually, do you want to? Does your token have? It should have the. Should have your.
I don't have a multi-site
platform.
token. So, but I mean,
What you do?
I have the stats up, so
Okay.
I basically wild shaped into it.
No, I just thought that you did have your. So you did have the multi-sided token. One second. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, I know why. 1 second. Ignore that. Alright. It's gonna be using this just to demonstrate it. So just shift that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
your body contorts. Describe actually how this transformation. It's the first time you transform, I believe, and no one to see you.
You ever see the old Lon Chaney werewolf transformations where he's like
Contorts.
and he starts to and he just kind of fills out, and like the cross between the Hulk and a werewolf, and he's large now.
In the place of a timid Alan stands this hefty, formidable-looking owlbear that claws like dig into the ground and kind of lunges forward with a new determination. Woe to anything that stands in its way. And you make your way into the underground spring on this little island.
He goes, just a little further. Impressive. Also, very impressive transformation. You're very useful. Just a little further.
And you kind of like make your way in towards the spring. And you notice that it's tainted. Like the spring itself has this dark hue to it. Almost, it almost looks, it looks maybe like poison. It looks corrupted. Do me a history check, real quick, with advantage, because you have seen this before.
Okay, let me roll again here.
Yeah, you're fine.
That's a little better. 14. Also, I don't have control of that token at all.
That's okay. That was just to show. I will give, if you want, I can give you control, but it was just to show everyone.
It depends on if I'll need control. So.
Nah, all good. I say you, with that roll, you know, this is the same kind of, it's the same kind of consistency that you saw with the samples that Kailani took. This is a balm of some kind. It's like oily, black and sleek, as you kind of like sniff it and you look at it closely with your predator eyes.
Okay, my necklace of 5 small vials, I want to dump out one of the white fluid ones. I have 4 with white fluid, and I'm going to put some of that in, basically replace the fluid with it.
Okay.
Good, Herbie, good. Take some samples for me. That's all I wanted. Thank you. You can go now.
Says who? What's your name?
Voice doesn't say anything.
You know what? I'm gonna go now. Oh, I can't talk.
Oh, yeah, you're an Alba.
I don't know what noise. Okay, so I guess I will think about it and let me check my inventory real quick. You know what? I'm gonna fill 2 more bottles with the fluid.
Okay.
2 more vials. So, what should I put this as my inventory?
Put that as Eldritch Bomb. Or a sample of it.
Oh my, Peter. You've gotten mixed up in a bad thing. Herbie is so messed up.
Let's see. 2 with white fluid. 3 Eldritch Bomb. And do I detect, is it possible for me to detect anything, knowing that I got this? I want to see if Herbie can sense evil or bad intent, any kind of hidden motive, anything like that. From the presence, the now silent voice. Did I sense anything?
No evil intent. No roll required. It was blatant evil intent. Nefarious, malicious, whatever you want to call it. It was a dastardly line of thought.
And am I under any kind of control now?
You're not sure. It's not speaking to.
Okay, I guess I'm going to revert to my Alan form. And I will look around, see if I see anything of use. And if I don't, I will head out to the surface. And thinking to myself, that was pretty odd.
As you kind of make your way up the slope, out towards the Sedgemoor, you hear that croaky, raspy voice go,
"Oh, and Herbie, keep this between us, please."
Between me and who? I'll think about it. Wisdom save. 21.
Nice.
Nice. You kind of like, you go, I'll think about it. He goes,
The little owlet has some fight in him. Very well.
And as you basically push through the suggestion, and it just amuses him. And before you can even react or say anything, he just goes,
"Well, in that case, lights out."
And Herbie, you just fall unconscious.
Oh, that's wrong. That is so wrong.
For the next hour, you are out like a light.
Short rest.
Kalani. Short rest. Basically.
Yeah.
Gotta see the bright
Kalani, side. We zoom away from the Sedgemoor and focus on you for a bit.
Yeah, Kailani was going with Simon and Grayson to see Mina.
Yes.
So where we had dropped Mina off. So to see whether she's up and about or in need of help, or we're going to Silver Quill campus, and then I'll when I get to Mina's room, I will knock gently.
Like how gently?
How gently?
Like that you would be able to hear, but that it won't like mess her up if she's got like a big headache.
Okay, so this is the aftermath as well of Quintilia's being basically showed up.
Yeah, but she had her rant. Like she ran it. Like she's already had her rant.
She's already had her moment. All right, that's fine.
Yeah, because she was like, that little sea slug. I'm going to shove the trident. And Rosie's like, what are you going to do with the trident? And
yeah.
she's had her
What are
rant.
you going to do? Did we establish that Rosie was coming, or was she?
No,
Did she just come in?
Rosie
I think it
ended
was
up
just you.
staying with Cataras.
Yeah. So it was just Grayson and Luna that went with you to with Mina.
No, Luna wasn't
Right.
there.
Oh, I'm getting confused. Yeah, it was just
Grayson
Rosie and
and
Cataras
Simon.
that were nearby. Grace, Simon, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always feel like Luna's everywhere. I guess not this time. Yeah, maybe next time. So Simon kind of like nods his, kind of like happily nods his head, kind of like, and he looks at Grayson to kind of see how like what he's reacting to it. As you approach, like you making your way up Grand Love Hall, all these students going back and forth with other professors. You make your way to the second year dormitories, and which Grayson guides you to, and you
She
go
knows
to
her
this
way
area.
now. We had to come here last night to drop Mina off. So.
Oh yeah, fair enough. So it's more like it's just old school for you then. Good memory. Uh, he goes as you approach her door and about a knock on it. He goes, "You handled that well." And he looks at you, Kalani.
Well, thank you. I've always been taught that you shouldn't let people trample you.
Is yes, well, he had it coming, and I don't think he should have picked a fight that he couldn't win. See, Simon just nods. And Simon's just like pulling out like this long like loaf of bread and he's just like nibbling on it as he's nodding in agreement. Yeah, so he then looks at you and you knock on the door. Like you knock gently, right?
Mm.
Okay. And you knock on the door and you hear this muffled sounds from beyond.
Mina, are you in there?
You hear shuffling. Again, like a rustle. And then you hear ah as something falls, like boom, and she hears like cursing in there. She goes, just a minute. She goes, ow, ow, stupid thing. And she kind of like, you hear a lot of stumbling around in there. Grayson looks at you. She was pretty bad last night. Maybe let's give her a moment. Moments later, you hear sounds at the door. And you see it kind of opens a little bit. And she like pokes her like you see just the pokes her head out. And you see she looks really like you always seen her like really like well dressed, like well kept. Her hair is like all like disheveled. Like her whatever makeup she had is kind of like smeared a little bit, like run down. And she looks at, she goes, she squints at you. She goes,
Drink this.
Kyla, and she's like, drink this. She goes, she kind of like reaches for it around the door. Goes, okay, what is it?
Takes
And
care of the
could you
hangover.
speak softer, please? Speak softer, please.
It cures the hangover.
You're so loud, Kailani. Oh, okay. You're talking normally. Grayson looks at you. Yeah. She goes and she kind of closes the door for a second. Maybe a moment or two later, the door opens again, and you see it looks more like her, like she's a bit more like well kept. She goes, fantastic stuff. What was that? And she's like,
It's
gone.
my own version of an antitoxin. By the way, Simon has something for you too. And kind of Simon extends her a cup of coffee.
And he hands her like a piece of toast
Yeah.
on a plate. You don't know where he got the plate from, but obviously you know where they got the bread from.
Yeah.
And she looks down. She goes, thank you. She goes and she takes it. She sips the coffee. Oh, it's the spot. Thank you. She goes, that's very, very kind. and she like takes a nibble. Like Simon's like, right, and she takes a nibble of the toast. Good. It's like it's satisfied.
I'll leave you to recover and eat. But when you're done, there's a new scoop for you waiting.
She goes, now why didn't you start that with that in the first place? And she immediately she just
Because you
goes
need to
back into
eat
her,
and finish
sets
that
down
first.
the cup and the plate. She goes, what's the scoop? Too late. She already said. Grayson's like, ah. Before you said it, he's like, What's
I
the
will tell
sitch?
you
She leans
after
forward.
you eat and come meet me in the room. I have things to work out for.
She looks at Grayson. What's the sitch? He goes, that is not for me to
He's
say.
working with me. We gotta go grab some stuff. You need to eat and get ready, and then you can come and I'll tell you about that.
It is how Kailani put it, Mina. She looks at him and she like now still like the door opens, like and she kind of like steps, leans, squints at him. She goes, "You keeping secrets from me, Grayson?" And he goes, "It's not for me to say." He looks like he's on the spot, like he's like, we do have work today. And she's right. We're working on I mentioned that the business proposal, the project, and she's like, "Oh right, that's today. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I keep you?" She looks at you, Kalani. Did I keep you up too late? Are you okay?
No, it's fine. Just when you're ready, come over by the room, and whilst I work, I can tell you what happened. See you in a bit. And she starts walking away.
She goes, fine. But I expect a good scoop. And she kind of closes the door gently and she goes to finish her coffee and her toast. And Grayson walking next to you goes, yeah, you're not going to hear the end of that until you tell her. You know that?
Oh,
You
that's
got
fine.
me. You almost got me in trouble too. Don't appreciate that.
I didn't.
You see, he kind of gives you like a side look, and so like a smile playing on his lips. He's kind of like, you feel like he's just giving you a bit of a hard time.
I guess I'm sorry. And she kind of sorry goes back. And like she walks and then stops and looks at him. Remember how I said I don't need any upfront costs for the stuff to make the perfumes? I remembered something
Nods.
overnight that I might need. But I'm not sure if it even exists or if I have to do it the long way around.
Oh, he goes, what do you need?
I need to go by Mr. Lundquist's shop and ask him if he's got it.
And kind of goes, Lundquist, oh, are you sure? He seems like he doesn't seem to want to go there. If you need it, you need it, I suppose. All right, let's go.
Okay. Sure. Simon, are we keeping you? Do you need to work on your experiments?
He goes, actually, I need to go to Prismari. I need to go hand in my painting.
Oh, okay. I'll see you later then.
All right. He kind of hops, like flutters down, and goes, and kind of scoots off.
So yeah, Carlani goes to
It's very
Mr.
fast for such a small little guy. Grayson nods in his direction.
It's useful. I mean, if you weren't coming with me, I'd be going faster as well. I don't think you can do what I usually do.
He kind of like he goes, well, he looks like a little not embarrassed, but kind of like, oh, look, well,
do you know how to ice skate?
His eyes widen. He's like, the Wildermere family is well renowned for a lot of things, ranging from economics.
Do you skate?
No, I do not. He was just trying to like lead to that. It is not one of the things that my father saw as important for me to learn.
There's this mischievous smile on Kailani's face.
He goes, I don't think I like that look, Kailani. What are you plotting?
So I want to create. I can create with shape water. Is there any water nearby? Because there's
No,
lots of like rivers
not
and. But
not
not
right now. You're inside Grand Love
okay.
Hole, so
Okay.
not
Oh, okay.
in here. Yeah.
What's the closest body of water within Silver Quill that I would know of?
You probably have you had a lot of time walking around Silver Quill? Would you say, Kailani?
No, not
No.
at all.
I think you've had
You
one
don't.
class there.
I've had
Maybe?
one. Yeah, I've had
Yeah,
That's
one
about
class
it.
there. Yeah, no, I no idea. That's why I said that I know of.
you know of? It's difficult to say. Like you thinking back, you did notice that there is some might have been like maybe like a fountain somewhere. Like you walk past, like
Yeah, that's
there's
fine.
bound to be.
If it's not nearby that I know of.
I think the
There,
biggest water we had was like the big fountain right when we came in when we first got here.
yeah, in the commons, yeah. That's fine. She kind of smiles and then just like shakes that thought because it wouldn't work. So she's like, well, never mind. Come on then.
Nods as you kind of like make your way down the hall. Variety of students kind of like walking through, professors kind of like about their business in the Silver Quill campus. Go ahead and roll me a d8 as you kind of make your way out towards the entrance of Grand Love Hall.
6.
6. As you kind of make your way out, there is you hear the sounds of seems to be like a speech of some kind. This seems to be this young Alan, like gray feathers, kind of like just kind of speaking like an orator basically, and a lot of rapt attention around him, like he's like on a stand, like out near the entrance. He goes, and you see as he's speaking, he's like the words that he's speaking like are shaping, like he's like using his magic to like shape this. And you see Grayson looks at him and he goes, I do admire the Silver Tongues and how they manipulate magic and words, Kalani. One day I hope to be one of them. You're just walking past them, basically. Anyway, sorry. Let's be on our way.
Kailani looks at him. Wouldn't you be worried?
Worried about? He kind of looks a little
Well,
confused.
don't they influence people's lives? Can you not just mess somebody's life by influencing them wrong?
I guess. And then as he's kind of like you got him in this kind of bind. He wasn't kind of ready for that. The Silver Tongue, Alan, goes, worry not, my young classmates. In the light of Silver Quill, we will lead the way forward in prose with great decorum. Like it's just like inspiring speech, basically.
Mm.
He looks at him, looks at you, goes, I guess that is true. I guess the wrong word at the wrong time can be as equally impactful as the right word at the right time in circumstances, I guess. I feel that I hope that if that time comes, I won't harm He actually looks like before he was very confident about it. Now he seems unsure. He kind of put like doubt in his head. Like he never thought he could like. There was never doubt in his mind that he could do that. Just like he could fail that catastrophically. Anyway, shall we? He seems very eager to change the subject now. He kind of leads
Sure.
the way out of my love hole.
She goes to Mr. Lundquist.
All right. So you guys make your way through the fine courtyard of outside Grand Love Hall. Do you take a carriage or do you walk to Boo?
Carriage.
Okay, yeah. 15 minutes, just in the automaton carriage, and you, unless there's anything you wanted to say during the ride, you arrive there quite promptly. He seems
No,
to
it's
be
fine.
lost in his thoughts. Yeah,
Yeah.
he seems to, like he's taking what you said to heart. He's kind of just really thinking about it, a little distracted. The carriage comes to a stop, and you both disembark, and you make your way up the steps to the Biblioplex, and you head into Lundquist's magical emporium.
Morning,
Your
Mr.
magic
Lundquist.
shoppy. Sorry, as you walk, you walk in. He's like, "Are you sure I can't interest you in this? No, you see." Give me a sec. Let me just roll for it. Actually, let me just take a look. He's like, "Morning, Mr. Lindquist," and a very familiar Luxodon walks past you in his very ornate armor. He goes, "No, I'm quite good, Mr. Lundquist. I just wanted some quills today." He just walks past. "But are you sure? It's fine." He goes, "Oh, Kailani!" He goes, "Please come on in." He kind of like waves you
Hey,
in with.
I'm looking for something that I don't even know exists, but I believe if it exists, you have it.
I do like a little mystery in my life. Right, so
Well,
what can I help you with?
I have heard that there is an item that can create multiple liquids.
Multiple liquids? Oh. He points, he looks at Grayson, points at him, points back at you, looks between you both. Grayson's like, he goes, Mr. Lundquist, you're pointing and you're staring. Because you're not saying anything. He leans forward like a conspirator. He goes, "I believe I can help you there, young lady." He goes,
But I need one that has ethanol.
"I'm sorry." Come again.
I need one that can produce ethanol.
He looks at Grayson, shrugs,
Roll
looks
to
at
see
you.
if they know what that is.
Yeah.
He's like,
alcohol.
roll me a, yeah, I know. Roll me a D100.
Mr. Lundquist.
She's got an ethanol alchemy chuck in stock.
I mean, they do wine, but I don't know if
They
would
do
just
beer, they do alcohol, but it's different.
Yeah, it's different.
Now that's he leans makes sure no one else is around in the shop. I may be able to help you, but it's a very specific request. Is there a reason for that? Can it not be
I need it.
substituted with, let's say, beer or wine?
No, I need it for my chemical experiments. It needs to be pure.
Looks like Grayson. Needs to be pure. He disagrees with you. He's just
no idea what I'm talking about.
Saying. Yeah. We need the purest, Mr. Lundquist. Just serious face. Right. Okay, well, I may have to rummage around to look for something that specific, but I will do my best.
Do you have any in store anyway?
D100.
just the alcohol itself, yeah.
Ooh. Just do you mean like the alcohol by itself, not the
Yeah, the alcohol, yeah.
He He looks at you. He's like, yeah, and he goes out loud, yes, look at our fine stock today. Like, to anyone that is not even really paying attention, he leans forward. He goes, I personally don't have a stock of ethanol, but if you make your way to, you've been to Bozen, right?
They have actual ethanol there?
Yes, you did. He goes, yes, that is on discount today, my fabulous friends. Because yes, they have a stock that's not really for customer use, but just he kind of like conspiratorially just taps his nose. No one needs to know that I sent you. Just tell them Lundquist, the fabulous, recommended you.
Okay. All right. I'll trust you to try to find the alchemy. What did you call it?
It's an out. He looks. Grayson goes, Mr. Lundquist, that I think that's legal. He goes, yes, it's an alchemy jug, and it has got a fine selection of various liquids for all multi-purpose uses.
All right. I'll wait till you find one that can do what I asked. Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, and she like starts to walk out and then stops and then turns and gives him like a gold piece for the information.
Because he looks around, he goes, thank you. Thank you. He goes, not at all, my young friends. Please recommend all your friends to Lundquist's Magical Emporium. If we don't have it, no one else does. He kind of leans back.
Afterwards, she kind of looks at him, shrugs.
So the tavern's got a hidden stash of 100% moonshine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She walks over to the tavern and looks for Javana.
Grayson is like, Kailani.
Yes.
I mean, I obviously trust you with the process. I mean, I'm the business mind. You are the science mind. You're the alchemist. Are you sure about this?
What do you mean? Well, I can do essential oils, but to actually make perfume, I need alcohol, pure, to mix with that. But
okay,
I had one vial of it. I used it for your perfume.
Okay. He kind of like nods. All right. He looks a little conflicted. He looks at you, and you like very adamant. You're like expectantly waiting for him to reply. Well, we are partners after all. I would trust that you know what you're doing. But let's be careful.
Why?
Let me go first. Because I don't think that we should. He said that no one knows about it. We have to be cautious. Kalani, let me take the lead for this. He's in danger. Yes, please. He had that, seeing your expression. He goes, please. And he starts leading the way towards Bozen Tavern. Is anything else you wanted to say to him? Is he like,
nope, she's gonna be silent the entire time.
The silent business partner.
Yeah. With the most annoyed expression that a silent person can
You see, he notices that it's an uncomfortable spot, but he draws us up to his full height, and he goes, he kind of falls back on his default aristocratic bearing, and he kind of just leads
worsens her annoyance.
Right, so you make your way to both ends, and he opens the door. He makes his way in. and approaches. Like again, we established it was like afternoon, correct?
Yeah.
So it's picking up. Like it's a weekend. Like there's a few people here and there having a drink. There's like a murmur of voices in the tavern. He leads the way straight up to the bar, and he kind of leans
Is
forward.
Javanesh there?
Javanesh is there. Javanesh is like, you see him like making cocktails left and right, and people are like cheering. Not surprising to anyone. Luna is there first in line, and she's like passing shots. So it's a shot for you, like, and there's like all these people cheering. You see Rosie's got her own little drink. She's like taking a sip. Grayson kind of pushes to the throng. He leans, and Javanesh goes, "Oh, you're that guy." He goes, "Oh, and you're her." He kind of leans, he looks around. You're the chick that put Quintilla's in his place. You get a drink on the house.
Actually, I'd rather something else.
He goes, "Oh, what can I get you?" And Grace looks at you. He's like, and then Grace is like, he goes, Javanesh. And he looks with, you did this, and then he kind of like uses his imposing like kind of bearing on her, kind of like leans forward. He goes, me and you, we know things, right? And he goes, yeah. He goes, and I have helped you in the past with some knowledge, insider knowledge. And he goes, yes, where are you going with this? And he kind of goes, well, word on the grapevine is that you have a stockpile of ethanol. And Javanesh like leans back a bit, looks between you both, goes, and where did you hear that? Let me guess. And he kind of like, he goes, nods. I told him this is what I get for doing business with that man. Like, and it wasn't even for me, okay? It's not even for me. He goes, regardless, we do need access to it. We don't need a lot, just a bit. I mean, and then he goes back, how much? He goes, 1 second. He kind of looks, how much do we need?
Let me double check something real quick for that. Because I am very bad at like gallons and whatnot.
No, yeah.
So give me a second. 1 vial can hold 4 ounces. I'm trying to do 10. So 40 ounces. 2 gallons. Okay, I need 1/4 of a gallon. It's very little.
Okay. Turns back to Javanesh. Goes, 1/4 of a gallon. He goes, all right, fine. And then as he's like, and his eyes widen. He goes, yeah, let me just get that for you real quick. And he just seems to hurry away. And Grayson like closes his eyes. He turns, and you kind of like follow his lead. And standing right behind him is Professor Greencrust. So she just stands there.
Kailani is like this on the table, annoyed that she didn't get to ask Javanesh for his favor. And
Busted.
You see, she stands there,
the second
leaning like she just
straightens up. Kailani, the second she spots her, straightens up.
She goes, so what is on the menu tonight, Kailani? She kind of steps forward, and Grayson looks up to her.
I don't know. We're not staying.
Oh, but you seem to be in the middle of an order. I'm so she had stepped up, and like you see, there was a throng of students, and they all just went. They parted like the Red Sea, though, like this, as she kind of like walked in. You just noticed.
Yeah, well, I think Grayson was the one that wanted to order.
And he just closes his eyes slowly in resignation, and that's where we're gonna take our break.
Carlotti
you,
just threw
everyone.
him under the bus.
Your best bet would have just to order like 5 shots of moonshine,
Yeah, no,
Sure.
she's
because
like,
that's pretty much all you need.
yeah. She's like, oh, it's him.
Alright.
So we will
Well-
be back in a few minutes, right?
Yep.
What the tech guy said, yes. We'll be back in a few minutes. Please stay tuned as we see what happens to Grayson. Sorry, so we're good? Oh, hello. Welcome back.
And we're
to
back.
Strixhaven. We're back and ready to go. Unless there's an objection, we're gonna go back in the order we did before. Ash, then Herbie, then Kailani. So,
Well, Ash is probably going to look at this decanter of endless water that he got, not really knowing what else to do with it.
mhm.
Would there be a local chapel or temple at the school? He wants
Even like
to
a
see if he
chaplaincy.
can get it blessed and turn it into holy water.
That is a thought. You. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Do me. You don't, from the top of your head, you don't remember if there's like a certain place like that, like a holy temple.
Yeah, he knows where they all are back home, but he wouldn't have a clue here.
Yeah, you know where they all
These are
are.
completely different.
Back in Waterdeep, but
Yeah.
here it's a whole different wheelhouse. Not entirely sure. You can certainly ask around.
Sure. I'd still be in the biblioplex, so I'd probably ask. I would assume or who's ever working the library would probably know.
Yep. So yeah, you may go in and ask around.
Yeah, I would ask pretty much
walking
anyone
in-
who's working who looks like they've been here for a while.
So you make your way up into the foyer of the biblioplex, and it's straight towards the desk.
Mhm.
And you see manning the desk, like, you know, pretty much all the times you've come in, she's been there. Like the head archivist, the head librarian, who is not popping up for me, but she looks at you. She's with a neatly done up gray bun and her immaculate robes. She's like, seems to be like looking at something on the desk. There's a few different cog archivists. There's constructs that have helped you before find any like texts, kind of like kind of going by. She looks up as you approach from the desk and she goes, "Oh, Ash, how can I help you today? Another book?"
Right now, no, I'm good for books. Is there any religious temples here by chance?
She looks at you. Temples? What are you looking to find a place to worship, or?
More of a spiritual question.
Right. Well, there are some places that have been assigned for worship. However, if you're looking for services that are clerical or otherwise, or associated with different gods and their pantheons, we do have a few select staff members that could probably help you with that.
Okay. They would probably be the best to talk to then. Yeah. I wasn't too sure if the
Right.
school had like a main chapel, like a main cleric or paladin there that did services.
Well, seeing as we're quite anchored right now to Sickle, we have all people from all walks of life and for all kinds of beliefs. We are nothing but accommodating. I believe I can help you with that. She goes, just one moment. She kind of like does like a little bow and kind of walks up to one of these cog archivists, and she kind of leans forward and kind of like instructs them. And they kind of like look at her, and they nod and they wheel away. And she turns back to you. She goes, "Won't be a moment."
Perfect.
Goes,
Thank you.
Just send off a request.
Sure.
Yeah, this is basically what you see wheeling again. This is not familiar. So
Yeah.
you see wheeling away in great haste.
Yeah.
To undertake the request. She goes, "If I may ask, I don't mean to pry, but
Yep.
what is the nature of your request?"
Oh, just trying to get something blessed. Nothing major.
Oh. She goes, oh, she kind of nods. She goes, good. I do believe we do. Yes. She goes, good. Just one moment. She kind of like, again, goes off for a bit.
Perfect.
And maybe, let's say. She takes about maybe 2 minutes. Comes back. And the cog archivist kind of rolls back up as well. And she goes, well, I've conferred with the contacts, and if it's something you need blessed, we're quite happy to redirect you towards. She kind of looks to the cog archivist. The cog archivist kind of like pushes like some like notes towards her, and she kind of like picks them up and rifles through them. Lawhold will be your best bet. I can refer you to one of the professors there. They're all about those kind of in contact with spirits and the divine, etc., etc. She goes, do you need a guide, or should I just provide you with
No, I could walk there. I'm good there. I know the location.
Okay. She leans back. She goes, well, she goes, I do like your initiative. Actually taking quite, seem to know what's what. I would suggest to you, she kind of looks at her list. She goes, if you're looking for I would say you must be familiar with them. Either Professor Ghostforge or even perhaps Dean Tullis could probably help.
I've heard of them, but I
Dean of
haven't
the
met them.
Right. She goes, actually, perhaps your best bet would be Dean Tullis.
Okay.
She is the current Dean of Order. She's the head of spiritual studies at Lawhold.
Perfect.
She kind of like summons like a quill to her hand. She kind of makes like an annotation, and she hands you this form. She goes, "That is just signed off by me, and that should let Dean Talus know what your request is. She'll be glad to help you."
Thank you. Appreciate it.
She goes, "No worries, Ash. I'll see you next time for your next volume. I should have it lined up for you."
Yeah, it's been a busy week, so probably in another week I'll be here for something else.
And then she goes, "At your service." And she
Thank you.
lets you go on your way. Yeah. So yeah, you head back towards you head on your way to Lawhold. Walking, carriage.
Nope.
Oh yeah, just taking in the sights.
Yep.
All right.
Not in a hurry.
Yeah.
Still a nice
I
day
would
out.
say, yeah, but I would say because you walk and you kind of like take in the sights, I will give you advantage on certain things like locations and such, like things that you might pop up in the future. You will have certain situational advantage on some things just because you take your time to walk places. Can you just do me what's your passive perception? We'll go off that.
12.
12. Okay.
Yeah.
We can say that you start to build that up a little bit, and you kind of start taking in the sights. Yeah. So you make your way to Lawhold. and head towards. Let's just bring it up here for everyone. That's not it. Fantastic. There it is. No, that's not it at all. Yeah, so you make your way into Lowell College. And I believe you've been here before for your studies. You're very few. Again, you've taken some notes of different locations.
Yeah, I've been there.
Taking your
Can't remember if
time,
we've had a class
looking
there or
around,
not.
being there. Yeah. So you make your way to the vast, like, landscape.
Yeah, I've been there, but I
Sandy
don't
landscape.
actually have any classes there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you make your way down what's called Effigy Row,
Mhm.
which is basically just basically all like the statues, all the sculptures kind of like lined up on the bridge. You make your way there towards the heart of the college, and you may take it from there.
Sure. Yeah, I would pretty much find anything that looks religious there and try and find someone to talk to.
Okay. Yeah.
Like or go
So,
right
yeah.
to the dean, tell us, but it's the weekend, so I probably won't find a lot there. I'm not too sure if they would be there on the weekend, but at least
So
I'd
yeah,
go and take a look.
Yeah. As you come across that the bridge over the the vast chasm that like lit, as you look around it, that kind of like has a litter of ancient ruins all around it, and you make your way into the main hall. You come across you go into Kalema Hall. Sorry, I was struggling to remember what it was. And you ask around. There's a few pledge mages on duty. They kind of like take your request. They go, you show them the form.
Yep.
And they kind of nod. It goes, the one on duty is a pleasant looking half elf with a very serene expression. And he goes, one moment while I confer and see if Dean Talus is available.
Thank you.
He kind of like heads off deeper into the hole. Maybe a few, let's just roll for it again. About 3 minutes go past, and walking back with them towards the front of the hall has to be a Dean Talus. Like, they stand out like nobody's business. And she walks in with her regal manner, her law hold robes kind of flowing behind her. This very interesting kind of like headdress, almost like a circlet, almost like more like a crown actually. Her flowing robes of amber and red, kind of like shimmering. This is her as she steps forward. She goes, welcome. She goes, I heard that you have a request for a blessing.
I do, actually. I don't know how long it would take, or if it actually work. I picked up this, I think it's called the decanter of endless water, and I'm just wondering if it's possible to bless it so it's holy water.
She goes, it is more than possible. She goes, she kind of reaches for it, if I may.
I'll hand it to her. Yep.
She kind of like looks over it, and as she does so, she waves her hand, and swirling from the floor, kind of spiraling up, this ghost-like figure rises up. Looks ancient, old, but well kept, maybe it's past scholar, and you know, and it kind of like hovers over and kind of like waves. It kind of like takes the jug in its hands, and there's an emanating glow from it as he blows into it, and there's a brief moment where it shimmers, and then she goes, "Thank you." She goes, and the ghost or spirit
Mm-hmm.
kind of like takes a step back and kind of does a bow, kind of sinks back into the ground and dissipates. And she kind of goes over and she hands you back the
Decanter.
decanter.
Yep. That was impressive. Thank you. You needed something to help me just remember home a little, and that will help. I appreciate that.
She goes, "Not at all. Again, if you need any more these kind of services, please don't feel free to ask. Unless I'm not available, I'll be happy to assist. What was your name again?" And she goes, "Ash." Right? She
Ash
kind of looks at
Blackfang. Yes.
Yes, it was on the form. Well, Ash, it was a pleasure to meet you. If there's nothing else, I shall have to return to my duties.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. I like your outfit.
She kind of does she's like a small smile. She goes, "You flatter me." She goes, "I look forward to seeing what you have in store for us, Ash. I do believe you have made quite a name for yourself across campus."
I'm trying.
And she kind of like leans back and goes, "You have a pleasant weekend." And she kind of like flowing robes. She kind of like turns and kind of like starts to walk back into the hall.
Yeah, he'd probably pretty much the rest of the day eat. If he hasn't seen Merton, hand him some more food in his room. And then,
Yeah.
he's pretty much going to go back to his room and stay there the rest of the night after dinner.
Yeah. As it happens, it's maybe it was coincidence, maybe it was fate.
Mhm.
Merton was currently here as well. Like
Okay.
as he kind of like you bump into him, making your way out of here, he tells you that he was here to see Professor Ghostforge about like a connection to his ancestry. He's still working on that.
Yeah.
You see, he seems to have recovered somewhat from the
Mhm.
ordeal of this drinking night, and he fills you in what happened.
Mhm.
And he tells you that there was this pompous little man that kind of picked a fight with Kailani, and they put him in his place. He fills you in on the whole adventure as you both go off and have something to eat. And if there's anything else, I think we should then zoom away from Lawhold.
Perfect.
Back to Herbster. Herbster, with a abrupt jerk, you awaken. And you find yourself back in your Owlin form.
Oh, so I can't talk. I look down at myself. I'm not covered in blood or anything, right?
No. You're Herbie right now. You're not your Owlbear. You're
Owlin. Okay.
Owlin, yeah.
Sorry, I was thinking owlbear.
No fun. I know.
Silently, I stand up and I look around 360 degrees. I'm very upset, but I'm keeping my voice quiet, and I'm thinking to myself, whoever that was, they're gonna pay. And then I'm gonna start heading back toward the home base there. I'm gonna fly into the air and...
I'm making your way back.
Yep.
Okay. Certainly can. It doesn't take you long. Are you heading back to your common room, or are you heading back to the Witherbloom campus?
I'm not sure. Is this map we're on? I'm gonna go to Witherbloom.
Yeah, so you are where your token is right now, and this is basically Windershin Hall. This is your favorite place of the Tension Fog. So you're all right there. And
this
leads back to the rest of campus. This is Witherbloom, yeah.
Okay, I want to go look for clerical. Actually, I need to go to a temple. Ironically. So,
yeah.
I'm not under any control right now, correct?
You don't feel that presence right now.
Okay. I'm just quietly gonna fly, I guess, to the same temple that Ash had gone to.
You try and recall whether there's temples. You don't know. You kind of don't. You never kind of had to think about it before. I would say that you make your way back to the main campus.
Okay.
And you probably your first port of call. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna go find Lady Greencrest.
So you go.
Kaylani's face just then.
Kaylani's face lights up.
Do it.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I am all for that.
Hey, Jen, thank you for the resubscription. Love you.
Thank you, Jen. Love you. Appreciate you. Where was I? Yeah. So you head back to the Archway Commons, and you inquire. You go to your the student commons, and you find Professor Sharpbeak. Because that's your first port of call. You know, when you want to inquire about something or look for a staff member, etc., etc. The motherly Alan kind of looks at you, and she goes, "Yes, Herbie, how can I help you today?"
I need to talk to Lady Greencrest, please.
She goes, "Professor Greencrest?" She corrects you, like...
Oh, I'm sorry. Professor Greencrest. Sorry, I was thinking of another campaign.
She looks at you, like, you never fail to make her tilt her head in confusion at you. She goes, "Right." She doesn't want to pry, and she just... She goes, "Well, what does this pertain to, Herbie? Perhaps I can help you." She seems very eager to not have to direct you towards her, to Professor Greencrest.
Nobody wants to disturb Greencrest.
I just have a private matter to discuss with the professor.
Well, of course, Herb. I don't mean to pry. I shall inquire as to her location now for you. If you just can wait in the common area, I shall let you know.
Thank you. I will wait there. And I'll get this intense smile on my face as I go to wait.
And you wait there the rest of the day and no one comes to see you.
She never comes back. Joke's on you.
Because Professor Greencrest would devour Professor Sharpbeak in a split of a second.
That's why I'm going to Professor Greencrest.
Yeah,
Don't know what you...
Good choice.
Don't know why you wanted to put Professor Sharpbeak to this ordeal. But here we are. Right. So maybe... Yeah, 2 minutes go by as you kind of wait there and the commons. Again, there's a few students come in and out. Some give you like curious looks. So
I'll like sit on the edge of where the little plants are, the little plant raised plant thing, and just kind of nonchalantly reach one hand over and start digging for worms and grubs and stuff while I'm waiting.
So you would
Quick
have
snap.
to do that outside. Yeah, you can certainly just pop out to the front garden and do that if you want.
No, I'm disappointed that I
cannot.
don't find any.
People kind of give you like confused looks as you do this. Professor Sharpbeak comes back. She goes, "Herbie, what are you doing?" And she's kind of like scritching around the floor.
I'm just poking the dirt, have it or whatever, just passing time. Where is Professor Greencrest?
He goes, you see. Do me an insight check.
The DM is
Let's see.
afraid to give me access right now.
No, just give me an insight check. It's not that necessarily.
Necessarily. Oh, 11.
11. There's a certain trepidation there. Like, she's like... And maybe a little bit of discomfort. She goes, well, from what I could find out, Professor Greenquist is, the last of anyone knows of her, she was heading towards Burst End Tavern. I think she's, off duty right now.
Do I know where that is?
Yes.
Okay, thank you,
wait,
bye.
oh, you didn't go. You didn't go. Yeah, so you would have heard of it.
That sounds
but
like fun. Where is it?
She goes, I can direct you there if you wish, Herbie.
Yes, please. It's very important.
And she will point. She'll like give you instructions of how to get there. And it's basically, if you look at where I'm pinging, it's in that direction. So you are currently like down here.
Okay.
And it's up here.
I will fly. I'll lift into the air and I'll fly there. Stopping for grubs on the way.
As you kind of fly off, she goes, oh, you just hear Professor Sharpbeak and she kind of waves you off. She goes, remember, Herbie, just don't be too abrasive. You be gentle. Make smart choices as you fly.
I fly high up in the air and then I go into a dive toward the tavern.
Lands outside. A few of the students kind of like start like, whoa! As you see like land. You see this very chill looking like Genasi that's sitting by one of these tables. You might have seen him before. Looks up with his fiery hair kind of lighting up, and he goes, "Wow, that was cool, man." Kind of leans forward. He goes, "Nice entrance." And kind of like,
thank
"Do
you.
you want a drink?"
I'm looking for somebody. Do I see Lady or Professor Greencrest?
Yeah, is this when we're there?
Yes, it is. But let's
Oh, hi, Kalani.
let's. Hi, Kalani. You're outside, so he kind of does the student goes, oh, you say Greencrest? He shuffles away from you, and his friends look at him kind of like, he points, and he goes, well, you have fun with that, and he turns away, goes back to his drinks.
Did he point into the tavern or something?
Into the tavern, yeah.
Herbie will march in there with purpose, fingering the necklace around his neck, one of the vials of the new liquid.
Alright. So let me just change the locale real quick. As Herbie steps into...
Everyone's expecting some chaos here. I don't know what the deal is with everybody.
No, I'm just expecting Lady Greencrest to feeble mind you finally.
Oh
Professor
goodness.
Greencrest. At least I didn't say Medea. I'm I'm waiting for the day where I forget and
Okay.
as Kailani
So,
call her Medea and she'll be and then I
I'm
get
sorry.
people minded.
Transcendence. So Herbie, you step in and you notice that the usual loud murmur of the tavern has dimmed somewhat. You see a lot of the students have like kind of given way. They kind of made like this like small corridor that leads up to the bar, and you see in all her elegance, hard to miss her. With long dark hair, elegant like green robes or emerald robes. Professor Greencrest is talking to Kailani and that guy you saw, Kailani hang out with a few times. The it looks a bit up and out, kind of like up his britches, that rich guy. He do me a history check, see if you remember his name. I don't think you would, but you can try.
Nope.
Nope. Yeah, is that? Yeah, it's what was his name?
Hi, what's your name?
Guido? Gary? You just kind of make your way up to
Gaston?
what's happening. And before you get there, we're gonna quickly, like, from Kailani's point of view, Grayson is gonna have taken that deep sigh and close his eyes and goes, yes, Professor. Well, we were just inquiring about some beverages. We're just gonna have to sit down and just talk about the week. Do you care? Would you care to join us? And you kind of like, she looks at and looks at you, Kailani. She goes, "Are you sure about
Let me
that?
just
Are you?"
1 second. Can I insight what he's trying to do?
Sure.
6.
You can.
He's definitely inviting me for a drink.
All right. So Grayson just you see he's gone all like business-like, all courtesies.
He's
as well.
obviously inviting me for a drink with that low insight, right?
Yeah, obviously you.
Obviously. Okay. So why am I even rolling on here? I have her dice.
I don't know why you are rolling on here.
But I like it. So give me 1 second.
You tell me why you're rolling on here.
She kind of goes flushed. She kind of like, her cheeks flush and she kind of like looks away from Professor Greencrest. When she looks at her.
Can I offer you a refreshment, Professor? She looks at him and looks at you, Kailani. Will it be what you were about to order? She goes, no. Kailani, I think we were thinking about it, but I think we ended up going for the old favorites. Right, Kailani?
You. What? Which one?
He closes his eyes again. He's like,
Kailani is by nature a terrible. Like. If it's not her own.
You're killing him.
Like
here.
if it's not a
You're
distortion of the truth, if it's a blatant lie, it's not good.
You are killing him.
So she goes. You see, Kailani's like flustered, and she's like, "So not the one I drank yesterday, right? Not because I don't think the professor would like that one."
What wouldn't I like? And it's at this point where Herbie, you woke up, and she's going, "What wouldn't I like?"
That one, and she points in the menu.
Random. You can choose which one.
Oh
that
no,
you point to.
succubus kiss. That's what she's talking about.
Do I interrupt?
Yeah.
something?
Yeah. You,
Oh,
you
hi,
at that point
hi.
you're there.
Hi, Kalani. Oh, you look really nice today. And Professor Greencrest, I really need to have a private conversation with you if I could, please, pretty please. With grubs on top.
Grayson, but just above table, Grayson's not a religious person, but right about now he's thinking about converting to some god. Because this seems like divine intervention. Yeah. He goes, "Oh, isn't that your friend, Kailani? Professor, he does look like he might need to talk. I mean, if you once you're done with him, we'll be over here." He kind of like grabs you before you could even say. He just grabs you by your hand and like pulls you like towards the table. You see, the Greeks looks at him, looks down at Herbie.
He can definitely drag her because she's floating.
He goes, see, this is why I do the talking. Because just sit.
I didn't know you were going to invite me for a drink. I wasn't.
Because what else could I do if I said, look, he's getting like, just let me handle this. When she comes back over, I will take care of this, Kailani. He grabs your hands and he goes, I got this. Let me.
And she goes, but I thought we were just business partners. I didn't expect you to invite me for a drink.
You talk? He's so confused. Right?
If he could Misty Step right now, he would.
If he had some kind of teleportation, yes, he would definitely. He closes. He goes, how about I actually get us some drinks and we go from there, okay? I'll be right back. You sit here and I'll be right back, okay? He's all flustered, but he's trying to like compose himself. He's trying to recover real quick.
He's like, Kailani, what are you talking about?
Yeah. You look confused, but he realized what's happening. He goes, I'll be right back. Herbie, unless you wanted to say something to that Kailani before we...
No.
Alright, so as Grayson leaves, you look towards, he kind of like me, he's like, what is Herbie doing here? And you kind of look and shoot back over to the room, and Professor Greencrest is now looking down at Herbie. She goes, yes? You do know you're interrupting my rank? What is it that you want?
I have a problem that I think you can help me with.
You know, I was just thinking the same thing, that I have a problem, and it's called Herbie. What is your problem? Hurry up.
I am so sorry. I don't feel like I've been behaving myself lately, and then recently, like very recently, I heard a voice in my head, and I felt compelled to go somewhere, and it had me retrieve this liquid in these 3 vials, and I don't know why, but I didn't feel like it was a good thing, and I think that would he know that he was controlled in any way? Suggestion would allow him to know, right?
Do me an Arcana check. I want to see if you even know what a suggestion spell is, or if you even know what.
I got a -1 on there. That's not fair. Ah, 2.
You have absolutely no idea. You just heard this weird, grumpy, croaky voice in your head, and he sounded very reasonable. He didn't ask you to do anything undoubtedly dangerous, as far as you know, and he kept his promise. He left you alone after you got the samples.
All I know
Doesn't feel like he was in control. You felt like you were in control most of the time.
I felt like I needed to go down this deep, dark hole, and then as I was down there, I saw this liquid, this kind of nasty looking liquid that's in these vials, and I I got some, and I thought I should grab extra, and so I did, and then I came out, and I felt like I was I felt bad, and then next thing I know, I was asleep, and I'm waking up in the mud, and then, well, I thought I should come and tell you right away, because you're the most powerful person I know, and see, here's the vials of liquid, and I hold one up to her.
Yeah, so as you go to reach for it, you hear that presence in your mind go,
Oh, Heatherby, you were so promising.
Oh.
He goes, I am so sorry that you have to do this, but that woman is not your friend. In fact, you should throw one of those vials in her face right now, because she is just gonna laugh at you.
wisdom save.
Oh. No. I don't want to roll this.
He's like, oh no. That's fine.
No!
I will give you my
you see-
inspiration. I
Wait.
will give you my inspiration.
Wait, I have an inspiration.
Okay, that's fine.
Alright, one inspiration. That's it. Go for it.
Oh!
Well, this is gonna go
It's like
well.
they say, it's a fixed point in time. You can't change the outcome. So you go, see, here's one of them, and you hear that voice, and you unstop it. You go, yeah, you know what? And he goes,
All this woman has done is ridicule you, and bully you, and mess in your business. Just, you should show her what you think of her.
and you just unstop it, and you just splash it in her face.
I'm
See?
guessing there is.
See? He's like,
I guess there is gasps.
yeah, everyone goes quiet.
As soon as I do it, I'm like, ah! Like, I'm in total shock.
Yeah. Luckily for you, as you like that in her face, it goes through her.
Oh, thank God.
Smiles at you.
That's the DM
But
being
the
nice.
gesture's
right
not
there.
missed. Everyone's gone quiet. Everyone's like, it's just gone dead quiet. Luna was playing a nice tune, and everyone's like, you hear there's like a clatter of a tankard hitting the ground as someone just looks like Javanesh is looking up from the bar, and he's just like thinks beneath it.
By Lani seeing like this bit, I know Grayson was going back to the bar. She gets up, grabs Grayson, and pulls him behind the bar.
Homer Simpson
like,
sinking into the bushes.
You see,
She covers his mouth. She covers his mouth and pulls him down.
Grayson was halfway about. Grayson was mid order, and Javanesh just started to. He's like, I'm not done. Like, where are you going?
And he just.
Pull him back.
When
And
the
he
liquid,
turns.
when the liquid went through her, did it do anything to the wood floor or anything?
You look. Everyone's kind of dead quiet. You look at the floor, and as you take a closer look, it's not the same liquid. It's like you expect that black, sludgy, oily substance, and it smells foul, but it's not the same smell. Do me either a nature check or yeah, let's go with nature for now.
Oh my God, I'm rolling horribly. 11.
That's not bad. From your time in the Feywild.
Just kill me.
Just kill me already. You have pranked people with this before. or you come across it in your alchemical like gatherings. It's a nasty kind of substance. It's very like yeah, it smells. As you look at the floor, smells like urine.
Ooh.
Smells like chlorine. Like a chlorine kind of like smell.
I don't. I'm. That was. I don't know why I did that. I'm so sorry. I was. The devil made me do it.
Everyone's gone dead quiet. You see Professor Greencrest looks down at the floor. She leans forward to like examine it.
Oh. Right now there's urine running down his leg.
He goes, is there a reason that you thought it most amusing to throw this at me?
Okay, question. Is there any signs, like, because Kailani has seen Herbie do the most stupidest of things, but but this is outright suicide. Is there any sign that there's something amiss?
Do me an insight check with advantage because you know Herbie.
When it's
Decently
controlling me, do my eyes change or anything?
Nat 20 on the first roll.
Wow.
Nat 24. I've been rolling like shit until now. For a 24.
Nice.
I'm switching
The next roll
dice.
was shit again. The next roll was shit again. So
Switching
yes,
dice.
nat 20.
Okay.
I'm switching to real dice.
20. So you look kind of like this is so you look at Herbie. It doesn't like it that nat 20. It's immediately clear to you that that's not usually how Herbie operates. Like usually Herbie is not one to shrink down. If he does something, he usually tries to justify it in the most ludicrous way. But right now he seems to be generally looking like terrified. He doesn't have no remorse. If he does have remorse, it's very like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean it. But he's not doing that. Like he seems generally afraid right now.
Okay.
He seems
So
quite out of it.
Kailani lets go when she kind of like watches that. She lets go of Grayson and she steps in between them.
Oh.
Do me.
Herbie kind of hides behind her.
What's your passive perception, Kailani? Something.
12.
That's enough. As you kind of like go to step between Herbie and Professor Greencrest, Grayson grabs you, and he goes, "What?" He points at the ground, and he sees like a small puddle underneath Herbie.
That's fine. She will step between them.
So Professor Greencrest draws herself up to her full height.
There's something wrong with him.
I know. I'm about to correct it.
No, I mean, yes, sure, but whenever he does
Sure.
she goes, yes, sure, but whenever he does these crazy things, he doesn't get afraid of the consequences. Something's
She
wrong.
looks at you.
Herbie's gonna use minor illusion and turn himself into a chair.
You make a little chair in front of you.
No, I'm.
You can't do that
Actually-
with.
Yeah, you try. So
Okay.
I'd say the best thing you could do is like you make yourself small and you kind of project like this half-sized like chair in front of you and kind of hide behind it. She looks at this feeble attempt at illusion and looks at Kailani. Goes, what do you mean?
Well,
Actually,
I've seen
yeah, go ahead.
I've seen Herbie do all sorts of things that I don't agree with, and I definitely don't agree with what he just did. But he even when he's wrong, he never admits it really, and he's never afraid of the consequences. I mean, how many times did you want to put him in detention, Buggy? He never flinched, and now he's terrified. Something's wrong. Persuasion?
Do me, yes, and
Disadvantage?
with disadvantage because she is furious. She doesn't
Furious.
look like it, but she's furious.
Oh, please help me.
First one was a 17,
Absolute.
natural 17.
Okay.
Ugh. That is, I guess I can't guide myself, can I?
No, it's a Sparrow the yeah, it's you could
So
have done
14.
it beforehand. Yeah.
Wait. If I use inspiration, do I roll twice again, or do I just roll the second one?
Just be once.
No, it rolls the
The roll.
the roll. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
I have a DC in mind, you know.
Uh-oh.
That was worse than the first time. So
Okay, Herbie
that
is,
was 12.
is shrinking further down behind the chair.
Yeah, so it was a 12 or a 14, so it's... Yeah. Seeing that her expression hasn't changed, Kailani will step back away.
Yeah, Grayson like gives you a little
Yeah,
gentle,
she will.
like,
She will step.
pull.
Like she will not ruin her own life, but yeah.
And then the bartender sets all your drinks
She-
down in your bottles.
Can I get you anything else?
She goes, I have been around a very long time. But this is the first. This is the first time that someone's had the gall to throw hobgoblin piss in my face. She goes, I give you, it's very creative. I've, again, never had it done before. And this is what I get for giving my time to children. This is what I get for listening to the cries of help from one of you. She's like looking dangerously at everyone that's like in the establishment. She goes, this is the higher calling of high education. To get this, she points at the puddle on the floor. What's wrong with you?
But
Well,
she can-
I will not stand for it. She draws herself up to her foot. It crackles with this emerald energy
But,
as she
yeah.
like steps towards you. But I mean, she. she's
Minor
not
illusion
listening to
fades.
Kylo. You see, in her hand, that emerald like staff of the Magi appears with the head of like a crystalline dragon. Slams it on the ground. And it's a flash of power.
I need fuck's sake. I need Herbie to do me a con save.
Oh gosh. 15. Meanwhile, he will be conjuring Mage Hand, which will fly over, grab a towel off the bar, and start wiping up the hobgoblin pee.
You saved.
Oh.
You saved. I can't help you.
Wait, can I choose to fail?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
you wouldn't probably see it coming.
You Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, it's a subtle cast. And
It's good.
Now, was it Hobgoblin or Hot Goblin?
Hobgoblin, I think.
Hobgoblin. Okay, have we seen any hobgoblins in school?
Above table, Ash. Oh, yeah, you would have read them about in your multiversal guide.
Yeah.
But since you're not here.
No, I know.
Really.
I wasn't too sure
You
if
do-
we
you
actually
know
seen
that
them
some-
in school.
Yeah, like originally they were derived from the Feywild, so that Herbie would
Okay.
be familiar with them.
Okay.
But Kailani, I can't hear you. Kailani, you're muted.
The question is, have we seen them at are they students? Have we seen hobgoblin
Yes,
students?
you've seen all kinds of. You've seen them. Yeah, there's been at least a few around. Goblins, hobgoblins. You even seen I saw a bugbear pledge mage
Okay.
one time. You know, like.
Okay. Ash is probably going to start carrying his axe again then. Okay.
Yeah, so Herbie, you feel at the attempt, like you feel like the spell kind of like you feel your body kind of flicker for a bit, and it just fizzles, and you instinctively kind of like pull. You think you kind of like resist it, and Rosa Greencrest leans forward with her emerald staff of the Magi. She goes, "Let us be an example to all of you. Try me at your own peril," and she then taps you with it as it crackles with energy.
Can
I
I
need you
try
do me a
to
charisma
jump in
save.
front?
Oh! Why? Okay. I'll let you use...
I rolled a 5 on my
Gimme-
wisdom save, and she genuinely believes
Gimme-
something's wrong.
Give me, okay. Give me, dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I'm gonna get Kalani killed.
That's not bad. That is not bad. That is 15.
That's just what I had in my mind, actually. 15. Alright. Let me... Grayson would do it, would definitely try. 1 second. Let's see if he's quick enough to stop you from making a mistake. Let's roll Mr. Grayson's dexterity. Oh, 13 is not enough. He goes, he slip it up his goes, Kailani, no! And he can just jump in front. And Kailani, I need you to do me.
Even when I'm not trying
I
to
need
cause
as-
trouble, I'm causing trouble.
As the staff seconds from tapping him on the head and with crackling energy, you jump in front. Describe how you do your bodyguard like interception. Kalani.
She just kind of floats in, kind of dashing through.
Okay. Just as and Kevin's like and then you dash, you float, that's all you see is a blur of blue in front of you.
Green.
Step. Sorry, green. I keep thinking I'm not. Oh yeah. A shade of green, like the blur of green just float in front of you, fast as it can be, and there's a flash and a crackle of emerald light.
And that's where we
I need
end
you to
it.
do a charisma save.
Sorry,
I need a
what's
charisma
the...
save.
Charisma? Okay.
Charisma.
$24.
Herbie, you just see your friend Kailani, you just realize who it was because there's a moment you stare up and there's a flash of light. She's outlined by it, and you just see it just vanish.
The DC is 26, isn't it?
It was 25. You were so
25.
close.
It was a natural 18 for a 24.
And Herbie, and Green's like, no! He kind of runs forward too late to do anything about it. Kailani, you've been plane shifted away. And that's where we're gonna end it tonight.
Oh my god.
Hey.
One last thing. Herbie squawks
Yes.
and faints.
Yeah, that.
In fact, if he hadn't squawked and faded, Murglesaur would have made you faint anyway. So it's fine. He goes,
Ah, you saved me the trouble. Go to bed. Sleep tight.
yeah, that's where we ended tonight. Thank you for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
This is what happens when
Herbie
tries to
just
do the right
does
thing.
himself.
Yeah.
He did
Whether
try.
Herbie does right or wrong, it just seems to
Yep.
go pear-shaped.
Can I just ask, was it a little hard for her to send her? Like, there was a little bit of
Yes.
resistance. Yeah.
That's why, like, there was a moment where he could see you outline because you almost resisted it.
Mhm.
Like, I will give
So
you this.
at
Like, there's a brief
least-
moment of.
At least she knows that I'm good.
But now you're
there was a
gone.
brief moment, like, eyes widen, and like you saw, like you know, you had a brief moment to look at her, and she kind of like cocked her head, like a little smile on her face, and you just vanished. So yeah, there was a little bit of respect, a little bit of approval, perhaps.
Okay, good.
Yes.
But maybe she'll do it again next
But
time.
a lot of, like 90% was like disdain at how stupid that was.
And now your drinks show up.
And now, yeah,
Can I ask
you have your
where I
effort.
go play shift?
that is for next time. I'm sorry,
Oh,
I cannot
no.
divulge more than
Oh
that.
man.
Actually, let me.
Is it like a? Are you
And if it's
doing?
only a
If-
1 minute banish or if it's permanent.
We'll find out.
I'm gonna see it at 26. It's gonna be a permanent.
Well, it's her DC, right? 25. It's her DC. It's not
25. So
necessarily
if
the
you
spell
want-
level.
yeah, if you want, if you, I know you can get a little anxious. Do you want me to roll for it now, or do you want to roll for it next time? And then we go from there.
Oh, you're
I'll
gonna
give you
roll
that.
for it like a teleport?
Yes. Well, no. I have a table here of which plane you would end up in. Which
Oh,
one
okay.
She was gonna send her.
I do get extremely anxious, but
Alright. I'll roll for it.
Yes,
You can
please.
roll for it.
I roll for
You
it. Oh
decide
my
your
god!
fate.
That
Roll me
way
a
I
D20.
can't blame you.
Then you can't blame
Smart
me.
man.
DM outplays the player.
Jonathan said 9 hells.
Yeah, probably. What do I roll?
A D20.
3.
3.
Astoria.
That's the material plane.
How do you feel about pandemonium this time of year?
Oh my god, no! It is fitting. It's fitting, but
Yeah, so thank you
School's
again
on
for
hold for a
joining
little
us
bit.
tonight.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's not
But
your
are you?
Well, kind of. Not really.
Kind of, not really. That's comforting.
Actually, to be fair, no, it isn't. Like, unfortunately, like, above table, you got played like a fiddle. Like, when he couldn't suggest you, he just knocked you out, and someone must have switched the vials. So when you went to report this, you would have just come up and like, you would have, oh, this happened to me, and you would have gone, look, and it would have been like some, like, hobgoblin pea, there was giant's drool, there was a lot of things you could have thrown at her, so.
So in other words, somebody else has the vials that you grabbed.
Yep.
So we're level 6 now?
Yeah,
Oh.
from 3 to 6.
3 to
3 to 6.
for attempted plane shifting.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, Carlani actually got plane shift, so she would be level 10, if by that logic.
She'll need it. Oh,
Alright,
man.
alright.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, I hope you guys
Honestly,
enjoyed that.
Kalani, does knowing help you feel any better?
Yes,
I know she can
because
get stressed out.
I get
Sorry, I was
really
like-
stressed out when it's like it's okay with certain
Cliffhanger.
cliffhangers, but sometimes it's just general anxiety, like high level general anxiety kicks in.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
If only you had your pal Simon beside you to maybe change your mind.
What? If I only had one?
If only you
Simon.
had Simon beside you to help maybe change your mind.
Yeah. Well, yeah, 100%. So here's the thing, though. I rolled a wisdom save because she doesn't like things that are unfair, and I rolled a nat 1. So I was like, and she's convinced that she's right, that there's something wrong. So
I almost decided to say, well, Merton, let's go get you some more of that stuff that you drank last night because it'll probably help your hangover. Then I went, no, he wouldn't take it
Nuclear
anyway.
bomb goes off. Hey,
but
everybody.
so close to succeeding.
Uh-huh.
If she had passed that save, damn. But yeah. No.
Yeah. Joys of the rules.
Guess what? Our very own Ash is running a one-shot on Discord tomorrow night.
Sure am.
All members are welcome to drop in and give it a listen and have some fun watching us. We'll comment in the comments. We'll
It's gonna be so
have
much
a
fun.
blast. And
Yes.
Strahd. In
that dope
Barovia.
Mario's playing too, so...
Yes, and there for next Saturday at 7 p.m. EST, there's still one spot available for a one-shot ran by me. So
This
it was very
Saturday.
successful on the server before, and I've been requested to run it again, so I will. So feel free to join in.
I might be able to. We'll see.
And
Yeah, well-
tonight we have Abir Saga. Not really.
Avian Saga will return, I promise. We just need to establish.
Yeah, I pulled up
do it
the
again.
Dates.
I pulled up the overlay for it today, and I was like, "Dang, that new one looks good. Why ain't I using this?"
Because you haven't got to play it yet in a while. Speaking of next weekend, I will confirm, but I'm looking to. I'm terrible at running one shots. I'll tell you that now. My original one shot, Zanctoria, I'm looking to run Volume 3. It may be next weekend, depending on when people are available, depending if I'm free or not. But if I am, probably next weekend, same time as Strixhaven, unless something else comes up.
And Dragonlance
Keep
Monday.
you guys posted.
Oh yeah, Dragonlance is this Monday.
Monday.
Yes, and there's
8 p.m.
Legends of Mythos this Wednesday as well.
This as well. Woo.
Hey, we got some stuff happening. Cool.
Sure do.
Go.
Sure do.
Wait, don't go Bucks. Lose this week. The
Okay.
wrong quarterback starting.
Okay. Yes. Cool.
All right.
Football things, TM.
I think that's
All
it.
right.
Bye,
Thank you,
everybody.
everyone.
Bye.